He did a good job of staying calm in these big moments because he went with the bend but don't break style that can get you in trouble with the walks, which is uncharacteristic. He's not a big walk guy, and he wasn't missing by a ton. He was missing by inches, not by feet. So it was a good game for him to get through 5 innings. It was a grind for him, but you look up at the end of the at the end of the day, and he had a really good game. It just was a little bit difficult for him to get his rhythm, get his timing, and get the results.
Gus, it was pretty tough early before Carlos kind of broke through for y'all. What was he doing?
The first time through the order, he was really tough, and you see the guy a second time and a third time. We saw him once in Oakland, but he had a really good slider going. He had a pretty good changeup for our lefties. His fastball, he moved around. He didn't throw it a ton, but our guys looked like the second time around we really went up with a plan to hunt some pitches, and they didn't miss them. And obviously when our guys get pitches to hit that they're looking for, they can do some damage. So obviously breakthrough to get the home run, the first of 2 home runs for Correa. It just it gave life to our dugout again, just having been dragging the whole game because we couldn't get anything started.
Reddick had just missed a home run in his first at bat yesterday. Same with today, but comes back and has a pretty good game. What does that take?
Well, his compete button is elite. I mean, he doesn't stop. I mean, he does get angry when things don't go his way, and I saw hands on the hips at second base when he was, one of his boys robbed him of a home run, but he just does a really good job of being in the at bat and winning the at bats. I mean, it doesn't matter where they play him. He seems to be able to find ways to beat the opponent, and his mental toughness is really good. Man, I love watching him hit. I think his at-bats are really special, especially when he's locked in like this. His swing's good. His decisions, what to swing at, are good, and the results have been fantastic.
Your bullpen has done a lot of work as of late. Today, scoreless, and a little bit of comeback for Hoyt as well.
Yeah, I thought, and that's not mentioning Goodwin, who had probably his best day as a big leaguer. I know coming in Kansas City, it was important for him. He got out of a big jam for us, but to come in and strike out the side and keep, for 2 reasons. Number one, for himself, to be able to come in and feel like a dominant big leaguer. Number 2, it's nice to win a game and not have to use Harris and Gregerson and Giles. And so I think those 2 guys, Hoyt and Goodwin, really took it to the last 6 outs and did exactly what you would want in a 5-run lead that gave some rest to some guys that have been used a lot. And Davinsky did what Chris Davinsky does and bridged it from the starter to the rest of the bullpen.
After that first home run, Carlos kind of had some rhythm going into that second?
Correa. Yeah, at first I didn't think he was feeling very good in the batter's box, his first at bat, and he really only had the pitch to hit to ground out to short, but. I think he's always in rhythm. He's that opposite field home run, was only topped today by the top of the batting eye, which we haven't seen but 2 or 3 balls go up there all season. So I think his strength was on display today. His at bats are always must watch, but the productivity at the moments where we needed it to separate ourselves and give ourselves a comfortable lead. That play also helped save the bullpen. We don't really relate it to it, but the extra home run was key.
Does power ever kind of shock you from Correa? He's so young, but he's...
Yeah, no, it doesn't surprise me. No, I've seen him hit 50 home runs, I think. So I think his no, it doesn't surprise me. His leverage is good. His bat speed is good. His exit velocity, the new craze around baseball now is good. He's a strong kid. So he's young, but he's very powerful.
You warned how you said that you weren't sure at first that Correa was in that rhythm because that first at bat was about.
I'm telling you right there.
You say he wasn't feeling good in the batter's box. Can you just elaborate, break that down a little
more? No. It's just I know our players hopefully as well as anyone. So he's one swing away from being in perfect rhythm, but it's a quick turnaround for us. So I think even the body language of our team, as much as we scored last night, as much as we were on the bases and we're back playing again in 12 hours. I know these guys make it look easy, but it's a physical grind for these guys. So when I say that, I just mean a slow start to the day. and the competition across the way can make it tough on him. So he had one swing that he ground out to short. So he wasn't out of rhythm as much as it was a day game after a night game, and we're asking these guys to play, virtually every inning.
And then this didn't factor into the game today, but Alex Bregman was frustrated. Threw the bat down. What are you seeing from him in terms of, what about his approach? This guy's got to.
Yeah, no, he's a perfectionist by nature. I think his one thing that won't be probably talked about or written about is the first to third that set up that entire inning. And Marisnik following them and putting pressure on their defense and setting up run scoring opportunities where you don't have to get a hit to score. I mean, those are aggressive things that good baseball players do, and Bregman does things like that often don't get noticed, while he's trying to find his swing. But he walks out of here with a hit, scored a run. He was, a contributor today to a win.